See, usually I don't take anything that Gilbert Arenas says seriously. Sometimes he just seems like he's everywhere with whatever he's saying. He's just all over the place, and sometimes it don't even make sense. But recently, as of a couple of days ago, he finally said something that I actually agreed to. I would say agreed to, but I actually agree with him with. That wasn't that bad of advice when it comes to John Morant. Um, whatever show is on, is it Fubo TV? So as we all know, John Morant is, I think he's serving a 6 game suspension, but it's been some games since his gun toting thing almost 2 weeks ago now. But Gilbert Reeves had something that I thought was quite interesting. Some people didn't understand it, but I understand it real well. Um, so basically, he's saying, and actually, he started off because I heard it somewhere else also, but um, he said that now that John Morant's gonna have to face the reality that he's gonna have to clean up his image, and he's probably gonna take a couple of steps back. One of the steps back is that he will no longer be ranked in that, let's say, first tier of superstardom. His peers such as Tatum, Luka, Donovan Mitchell. I'm trying to think of who else is young around this age. But mainly those people like that will probably oversee him. He's probably gonna lose some money already. I think he already lost his Powerade deal. But there was one thing people had mixed feelings about, which I understood what Gilbert Arenas was actually talking about. And this is what Gilbert Arenas said. I can tell you this, and this is gonna sound real brutal. Brutal. Damn, I can't even talk right now. The last step before crossing that finish line of image changing is he's going to have to cut his hair and become clean look, ungangsteristic looking, so far away from the music that he thinks he's mimicking. It's like a gangster pulling on a suit, Gilbert said. Um, as we all know, Gilbert Arenas had his ordeals when he was in the NBA when it came to gats and all that stuff. But I understand what Gilbert Arenas is trying to say. John Morant's gonna have to clean up his image big time. As much as people say they want to make John Morant the face of the league, because of his image, because some people say they can't sell really Giannis's image because it's too, I guess, Boy Scoutish, could say. But in order for, I understand what Gilbert is trying to say. In order for John Morant to get back in the good graces, he's going to have to, I guess, but cut his hair. The dreads and everything, even though dreads, there's nothing wrong with dreads, but in his case, in the current modern culture, especially the hip hop culture, majority of the not rappers, I can't talk right now, I'm so sorry. But majority of the rappers these days, not all, some, have dreads. Especially those trap rappers that could possibly come from Memphis or anywhere down in the South. He looks kind of like him. And so I think in order to prove his image, you probably have to, well, give him a reason to say, cut his dress off so he can appeal to the common folk again, everyone else, to clean up his image. But I don't think he has to exactly cut his hair, sort of say. For one, I think he needs to stop freaking cutting his eyebrows. If you ever look at his eyebrows, usually that's unified with the thug culture and all that. He has to get rid of that. I know that one has to go. Can't do nothing about the tattoos. But he's just gonna have to settle down, learn from his mistakes, be on his P's and Q's, stop falling into the crowd, stop hanging out with rappers. His own dad gonna have to get his head out his ass, because his dad is probably encouraging this type of behavior, because his dad is sitting there like a video I saw, his dad is sitting there drinking with the homies and all that stuff. His homies, meaning John Morant's homies, like it's no big deal. Um, he's gonna have to stay off social media, and he's gonna have to find ways and different ways to improve his image. Not necessarily cut his hair, but find a way to clean it all up. But I understand perfectly what Gilbert Arenas is saying. I know some people out there didn't get it because the first time I actually heard of this from heard about Gilbert Arenas saying this was actually shout out to Dreamers Pro because he had a video talking about this, and I wanted to clarify because I don't think not a slight out Dreamers Pro, but I don't think necessarily I don't think he understand what Gilbert Arenas was trying to say and where he was coming from. But it goes back to like perfect example to end this video. To let you know a little bit about myself from back in the day. When I was in high school, mainly junior, sophomore, not so much senior year, but junior and sophomore year, mainly junior year, me and the homies used to dress like we used to dress to the long white tees, black tees, blue tees, whatever. Baggy pants and all that, fitted hats and all that stuff, wearing all the baggy clothing. And my dad always said, if you want to take people seriously, you don't have to look a little bit different, dress a little bit better. You can't be coming in here looking like you off the street, gang banging and all that stuff. So what I did, especially senior year, cleaned up the image. It's funny. I thought the whole gangster thug looking way would get the women. No. Now as I got older, nope. I had to clean up the image. And also had to clean up the image for as far as getting interviews and further on. Can't be always looking like a goofball all the time. John Morant needs to know that this isn't just basketball. This is also business too. In order to keep the business and the money flow, you gotta act somewhat professional. You see LeBron out there, you see Giannis out there, you see Damian Lillard, all these people that came from the trenches. DeMar DeRozan, well, exception of probably Giannis, all of them got tattoos, but they ain't walking around here looking like gangsters, looking like the trap rappers and all that stuff. So I understand perfectly what Gilbert Arenas is trying to say. I just don't think John Morant has to necessarily cut his hair. But anyways, tell me what you guys think.